Okay, good, got it. So guys, today we're going to have our last class, which is the class number 8. Okay, it's the last class of this level. I expect that most of you already finished the levels or are already finishing the last weeks of the level, no? So the next class, the next week, we are going to start with the classes of intermediate 2. Ready? So you have to go into the first week of intermediate 2, and there you're going to find the options to program the classes. It's going to be 2 classes, 1.1 and 1.2. So it's going to be easy for you. Just pass, I mean, as soon as you pass the requirements, you're going to find able the other level, intermediate 2. So in that case, you can enter this weekend and program the classes for the next week, 1.1 and 1.2. Okay, got it? Yes?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, bueno. Most of you, yeah, almost ready. Ya casi llegan, almost finished.
Teacher,
Working on it.
if I haven't finished all the activities, I can continue with the next level.
No, my dear, that's the problem because the next level, it's going to be activated as soon as you pass, as you complete the percentage of the first level. It's automatically. So
Oh,
if you don't do
goodness.
it, it's not going to be open.
Okay.
Ready? So that's why I have been telling you like for 3 weeks, like, okay, it's time to hurry up. Okay. Ready? But of course, I mean, if you, for example, don't complete it this week, the next week you cannot enter, but maybe you can finish it the other week. So in 2 weeks you can catch up with us. Yeah. I mean, you can continue working at your own pace, como a su propio ritmo. But the idea, of course, is to finish it as soon as possible, so you can catch up, como mantenerse al día con nosotros, ¿ok? O sea, con el resto del grupo. ¿Listo, Harry? Right? Right? Well, okay. Well, guys, today we're going to be working on 2 things. As usually, we're going to be working with this book or this level. It's really obsessed with past and future. No, we have been having a lot of different lessons about the past and future, but today we're not going to have about like any past simple or past perfect. No, worries. It's going to be talking about specifically 2 things: achievements or accomplishments, and the future goals. It's looking into our past to see what have we achieved. What is the meaning of achieve or achievements?
Logros.
Yes,
Things that you reach.
exactly. Very good. They come from the verb achieve and accomplish, which is basically the same. Lograr algo. Ready? So that's it. So achieve or accomplish, which is accomplishments or achievements, right? And in the future, well, we can look into the future and to see our future goals. What is the meaning of goals?
Metas.
Exactly. So what we want to fulfill or what we want to achieve in the future, right? So our achievements are goals that we previously fulfilled, that we already completed, while our goals, of course, are still for the past, for the future. Sorry. Now, looking into your past, guys, what is probably one of your achievements? Maybe the biggest one, maybe another one which was really important. One of your achievements. Think on something that you have accomplished in your life.
Graduate from university.
Good. Actually, that was one of my achievements. Good. Graduate from university. Muy bien. That's really important. Good. When did you graduate, Santi? When did you graduate? In what year? Santi?
Sorry, teacher. What did you say?
When did you graduate? When did you graduate from university?
2016.
Okay, long time ago. Good, excellent. That's great. Muy bien, Santiago. Any other achievements from your past?
Buy my own apartment.
Good, very good. Buy own apartment, you know? Excellent. Very good. That's 8. Okay, Karina, when did you buy it? In what year did you buy it?
2020, 2020, yeah.
2020. And did you finish paying? Or you are still in the
No,
process?
I have to wait 20 years to finish paying.
Don't worry, I have to wait 28 years to pay mine.
Oh.
So, okay, Karina, muy bien, excellent. Tati, what about Majo, maybe? Do you have any other achievements?
Like being on national television.
Good. Be on national TV. National teacher with N. National TV. Very good. That's great. That's a very big success. Tati, what about you? Do you have any achievements, accomplishments?
Yes, maybe, how do you say criado? Grow my daughter in a warm family?
Yeah. Very good. Raise your daughter
Yes, yes, my daughter.
in a warm family. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Very good. So, how old is your daughter, Tati? How old is she? How old is your daughter?
She is 10 years old.
Sorry, one more time. Okay.
She's 10 years old.
10
She's
years
10
old.
years old.
Okay, very good. So you are still in the process, no?
Yes. It's hard.
It's a hard process, and you are still have like probably another 10 years of racing. So be patient. Very good. Okay, guys, what do you want for your future? Maybe another car, maybe another apartment, maybe another child. Maybe what do you want?
I wish I could live in a farm.
Okay, very good. Live in a farm, maybe in a specific city.
Yes, any part of Boyacá
Ah,
or
good.
Cundinamarca.
Okay, so you don't like the hot weather, you prefer the cold weather.
Yes.
Boyacá or Cundinamarca. Muy bien, excellent. That's great, excellent. Anybody else?
I want to buy a second home.
My God, buy another house, right? But it's a house or it's an apartment?
A house right now.
Okay, good. Buy another house. Okay, very good. What about Maho? What about Kari?
In my case, I want to go to Australia.
Good. Go to Australia. Good, excellent. And Maho?
Be on a famous TV show on Netflix or something like that.
Okay.
I'm almost there. I hope so.
Oh, famous series, right? Well, remember that series is always plural, siempre es plural. So, be on a famous
Okay.
series on Netflix. Bueno, on any streaming, no? On streaming services.
Well, actually, Netflix it's like the best thing now, so I'm pointing to that specifically.
Okay, good, very good. Yeah, that's it. But of course, if they invite you, they make an offer from Star Plus, I don't think that you're going to
Of
reject
course,
it.
of course.
Okay, very good, excellent. So, well, of course, as we know, you have different goals into your life, into your minds, no? So today we're going to see how can we talk about those things that we already got and those things that we want to get in our future, right? With two expressions which are super simple, right? Well, let's start here. We're talking about, of course, achieving goals, dreams coming true, right? And Santi, could you please help me to read the black glove?
Okay. So far, I've been able to buy many houses, but I was able to buy the best car in the world.
Good, very good. I have been able to buy many houses like you, but I was able to buy the best car in the world. Good, very good. Expression, be able to. Anybody knows what is the meaning of be able to? Ser capaz de. Very good, exactly. Similar to poder, you know? It's like the option that we use when we cannot use can. For example, in the future, we cannot use can. So it's better to use the expression be able to, right? It also works for the past, which it means like similar to manage. Manage, which is, literally manejar, but it's also ser capaz de lograr something, right? So we're going to see that. And here we have, Tati, could you please help me to read the blue glove?
Yes. Really? Well, I hope I will have bought my car by the end of this year. Or at least I'd like to have gotten my own bike.
Exactly, very good. So in the future, we start, well, the person starts saying like, okay, I hope I will have bought my car by the end of this year, so it's putting like a future limit by the end of this year, or at least I would like to have gotten my own bike, Yeah, that's it. But at the same time, by the end of the year, so it means in December 2023. Yeah, that's the future that we are visualizing into my head is December 2023, right? So, guys, today when we want to talk about our goals in the past, the goals that were already succeeded, we're going to have two expressions, right? The expression be able to and the expression manage. When we talk about those expressions, we are saying something that it was a proud or it was a process until we finally got it, right? So it's a process and we did it. It was not easy, but we did it, right? So, but the difference here, well, the two expressions are the same. Be able to manage, it's the same. But the difference here is that sometimes we can use it in simple past or sometimes we can use it in present perfect. Why? For example, Majo, could you please help me to read the first yellow block?
I was able to, or I managed to get a high score on the final test.
In parentheses.
Finished action or only once?
When I use the simple past, it's because it's an action that it's already completely finished, or it's an action that just happened once and it's already done, right? And Kari, the second one, please.
I have been able to, or I have managed to get high grades all this semester.
Exactly.
Action could be repeated or is unfinished.
Exactly, very good. When we talk about the present perfect, as you know, it's because it's an accomplishment that happened many times and possibly could be repeated, or it's something that is not finished yet. No, for example, in the first part, we saw two different examples. The first one was, I have been able to buy many houses. Okay, so it's still in the process. It's a possibility that the person is going to buy other houses, right? But the person says, but I was able to buy the best car in the world. Just once, yeah? Just once, and it's already finished. The person already bought the house, the car. So that's why we use simple past. In the same way, we could describe some of the achievements that you told me before, no? For example, my achievement so far, it's that I graduated from the National University and also that I completed my master degree, right? So those both actions are actions that are already finished. I am not studying anymore, not even the undergraduate, not even the master degree. So in that case, I could say, for example, that I managed to, or I was able to. If it's be able to, it's simply the verb to be in simple past, was able to. Yeah, I was able to graduate from the National University, or I was able to complete my master's degree. The same with manage. I managed to graduate from the National University, or I managed to finish or complete my master's degree. Yeah, because it are actions that are already finished, right? But for example, in my case, other accomplishment that I have gotten so far is that I created good friendships with my students. With friendships with my students, right? But that is something that still happens. It happens every day. Every day I'm creating friendships with my students. Every day I'm creating good relationships, right? So it's something that is still continuing. It's not finished. So in that case, I could say, for example, I have managed, present perfect, I have managed to, and then to create good relationships, or I have been able to create good relationships with my students, right? What about you guys? You told me some accomplishments here, right? I don't know, they might be in simple past or they might be in present perfect. What do you think? What are the things that you have achieved so far?
So in this case, I can change my goal of buying an own apartment for I have managed to buy my own apartment because I haven't paid it at all.
Exactly. Well, in that case, but the action of buy, it's already finished. So you were able or you managed to buy the own apartment, but you have managed to pay. That is the action that you are still doing, no?
Okay, okay. Oh, understood.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I was able to buy my own apartment and I have managed to pay it.
Exactly. Until now, right? And of course, you
Okay.
will continue. Yes. Muy bien, Cari, excellent. That's it. So two actions or two accomplishments in different perspectives. What else? Santi, Tati, Majo, what do you think?
I have been able to raise my daughter
Exactly. In a warm family. No, you said in a warm
Yes.
family. Exactly, because of course, as I told you, you still have a lot of years ahead. So you haven't finished. So that's why you have managed to raise your daughter in a warm environment or in a healthy environment. That's it. Thank you, Tati. Very good. Santi, what about you, bro?
I have been able to graduate from university.
In that case, you finished a long time ago, right? So what do you think? I have been able or I was able?
I was more time ago.
It's already finished. You are not studying anymore. So I was able to manage. I was able to graduate from the university, right?
Right.
Maybe, for example, the person is in the last semester. Maybe is in the last semester. And the person says, I have been able to approve all my semesters, like it's not finished, but it's on the process on. So in that case, I have been able to approve my semesters. But if it's already finished, I was able or I managed to. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Got it. Maho, what about you, my dear?
I was able to graduate from Scene Arts.
What when you said cinema arts, or what do you mean?
No.
What?
Scenes.
Fine arts.
No. It's scenic arts.
Scenic arts. Okay,
Ah,
scenic arts. Good. Yeah, because the other one is fine arts, no? Fine arts, which is also similar. No sé.
No,
No.
I don't know.
Okay, bueno, but
Teacher, I
it's,
have
it's,
a question. I have a
of course.
question. When you say so far, what does it mean?
Okay. So far, it means until this moment.
Mm,
So far, ready? So, for example,
oh,
when I ask you, bueno, how do you feel so far until this point?
okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, my dear people. Bueno, very good. So in that case, she said, I was able to graduate from scenic arts, right? Also, Maho, are you still in the TV show from,
Eh, yes. As a TV host.
uh-huh.
No, not the acting one,
No,
only the TV host one.
yes. But you are
Yes.
still on that.
Yes, I still in that.
So how would you describe this one?
I have managed to be on national television
Very
hosting
good.
a TV show.
Exactly, very good. So I have managed to be on national TV. She continues to be there. Also, she could say, I managed to appear in a soap opera, the one that finished. I managed
Mhm.
because it's already done. Good. Bueno, muy bien, very good. So when we talk about the past, our past achievements is just doing that. Present perfect or simple past with expression manage or be able to. Easy. Now let's take a look into your future goals, right? Into your future goals, we're going to have easy, future simple, future perfect, which you know it's gonna be will, have, and the verb in past participle. Super simple. Sorry, will, have, and the verb in past participle, which is habré, and that's it. As it's a goal, is not sure, it's only a prediction, right? So that's why we include usually, I hope. I don't know. That's what I hope, but I'm not sure. So I hope I will have, and then the verb in past participle. Yeah. But at the same time, I can also do it. I would like to have, and then the verb in past participle. Me gustaría haber, and then the verb in past participle. I would like to have had children by the time I'm 30. I hope I will have gotten my PhD within 5 years. So remember that when we talk about the future, we're going to have those two. Will have, and the verb in past participle, or would like to have, and the verb in past participle, right? Yeah, but always including a limit of time. Within 5 years, by the time I'm 30, by the end of the year, by the time I get married, by the time I retire, by the time I am 50, within 3 years, you know, by the beginning of the next year. So those time limits are going to help me to contextualize and say, okay, this is my goal, but specifically for that moment into the future, right? It's not forever, like for forever and ever. It's going to have a specific point in the future. ¿Vale? Más o menos, more or less. Good. Yes. No. Good.
Good. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between the future perfect and would like to have with past participle? Maybe the time, one is shorter than the other.
Basically, they are the same. The difference here, it's going to be the possibility. When I say I will have, I hope I will have, it's something like I hope, it's a possibility. But when I say, oof, I would like to have, it's like, that's not going to happen. It's possible, of course, but
Okay.
it's a smaller possibility.
It's like a dream.
Exactly like that, like a dream,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Ready?
Thank
So,
you.
for it, no problem, my dear. When I say, for example, within 10 years, within 10 years, I would like to have gotten a full-time job at a university. Kind of a dream, very difficult. The competence is pretty hard. So, but within 10 years, I would like to have gotten a full-time job at a university. I need to publish articles. I need to do a lot of things, but it's what I hope. Maybe it's gonna happen. Maybe it's not, right? What I really expect is that I hope in the same time in 10 years or within 10 years, I hope I will have bought my second apartment. You know, I'm trying to pay the first one, but I think that in 10 years, maybe I can get another credit, so I can get another one. I hope I will have bought my second apartment, or maybe in the process, but that's what I expect. This one, it's like a higher possibility. I hope I will have. This one, it's like, oh my God, it's a smaller possibility. I would like to have, and the verb in past participle, right? So let's see, what do you want from your futures? Then you tell me some of your dreams over here, right? I would like you to try to describe it using when and if it's a big possibility or a smaller possibility. What do you think?
In my case, within 10 years, I would like to have gotten many houses.
Okay, very good. So within 10 years, you would like to have gotten many houses. Maybe, how many are too many? 2, 3, 4?
4 or 5.
Okay, very good. That's a great deal, no? Okay, Santi, excellent. Anybody else?
I hope I will have traveled to Australia next year.
Oh, okay. What part of the next year? By the end of the next year, by the beginning of the next year, by the middle of the next year?
Okay, have to be very specific. Not sure, but I want it next year. Okay, let's say on October next year.
By October of the next year. You know, in this
By.
case, exactly. We use the preposition by because it's not specifically in that month, but it's by that month, you know, like that is the limit of time. So you could say by October the next year, I would like to have traveled to Australia. Very good. Excellent. Anything else? Pedro, my friend, what are your goals for the future?
Within 2 years, I would like to get consolidated my own business.
Good. But in that case, remember, we're going to have I would like to, and then I would like to have, and then the verb in past participle. It means within 2 years, I would like to have gotten my business consolidated, right? Because it's not something that is going to happen exactly in 2 years. It's going to happen before. It's a process, of course, consolidate that business. It's a process. So it's something that by that moment will have finished, right?
Right, teacher.
Good. Muy bien, excellent. Majo, Tati, what do you think?
I hope I will have got my form by 2030.
2030 in 7 years.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Why not? Do you want to build it yourself with your husband?
Yes. Yes.
It's a common dream. It's a very common dream. Good, excellent. It's pretty good. That's great, great, great. Majo, what about you, my dear?
I would like to have had children like in 5 years or within the next 5 years.
Within the next 5 years, you would like to have gotten children. Good. How many?
Or maybe or maybe maybe 7 years.
Okay, yeah, 5 it's too soon, so maybe 7
Yes,
years.
yes, yes.
Okay, my dear. Just one, maybe two, a couple. What do you think?
I would like to have twins. It's my
Twins
dream
at
since
the same time.
Yes.
My God, that's too difficult. It sounds very difficult.
Yes, but I hope so. I've been praying for that since I am a little. It's
God
crazy,
is
but yes,
now God is going to listen to your prayers. Don't worry. If you want
hope so.
twins, you're gonna get.
I hope so.
Okay, very good, excellent. Strange dreams, but good, excellent. Very, very, very familiar. This is a very familiar group, right? Very good, excellent. Well, my dear, so in that case, that's the way. That's the way in which we can include our things from the past, right? And also that's the way that we can express what we want for the future. What I really expect is that by the end of this week, you will have completed the level intermediate 1 and activated the intermediate 2. That's what I expect. That's what I hope, right? So, guys, in this case, we describe first how can we do it. That it's super simple, right? We already know how to do it in past, how to do it in present, right? I'm going to ask you a question. Well, I'm going to actually give my opinion about something. I would say, let me erase this part. I would say that having or like earning good money in Colombia, is too hard. You know, the good jobs here sometimes are not well paid. The taxes, a lot of different things. Earning good money in Colombia, it's too hard. That's my opinion. Talking about our dreams, no? What do you think about it? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you think the same? Do you think other thing?
I agree.
Okay,
I
Cari
agree
agrees.
too.
Yeah, something that like it's not, there is not too much for arguing, no? But I give my opinion, and now I want to ask for your opinion. In Spanish, we do that simply saying no, o cierto, o verdad. But how can you do that in English? Do you know how do you do that? How, like, asking for the opinion of the other person according to what you just said? How do you do that?
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that question.
Uh-huh.
Exactly what we know as a tag question, right? So in that case, a tag question, it's going to be a short question at the end of the expression. It's a question. So that is going to ask, is going to like go or send my opinion to my interlocutor, the person that is talking to me, and asking like, what do you think about what I just said? Do you agree with me or not? Do you think the same or not? So in that case, for example, in this case, you said, isn't it? Right? That question is going to help me to simply ask if the other person agrees with me or not, right? But the tag question has a lot of different forms because it depends on the sentence that it's before. Depending on my opinion, the tag question is going to be different, right? What I can say, for example, here also, well, another opinion that I have is that the Colombian women have some difficult situations. That, yeah, how do you say that? Conditions better. Some unfair, not difficult, but unfair. Some unfair conditions in the work, in the house, in the culture, in the society, in different parts. So I think that the Colombian women have some unfair conditions. What would be the question if I want to, but I have here 3 women, so I would like to ask you like, yes or no, what do you think? How can I do that?
Aren't they?
So somebody said, aren't they? Well, I'm going to write all the options, don't worry. Aren't they?
Haven't they?
Aren't they?
Or
Yes.
haven't you?
Haven't you?
I think that haven't they.
Haven't, okay, haven't you? Haven't they? Any other option?
Aren't they?
Aren't they? Okay. Santi, yes? No? That's it.
Haven't it? I don't know.
Let's see what happens. Haven't it? Muy bien, very good. Bueno, actually, the 4 of them, ninguna le pegó. My God. Let's see first, how do you create a tag question? And then we're going to see why this is correct, but this is not, right? So let's see how do you have to create the tag question so we can know what's the problem there, right? Well, here. The tag question is going to be created by 3 different rules. The first rule is that we have to use the same subject, right? The second is that we have to use the same tense, mismo tiempo. And the third rule is that we have to use the opposite form. That one is already clear. If the opinion is affirmative, the tag question is negative. If the opinion is negative, the tag question is affirmative. But be careful with the first 2 rules. The first one is that we have to use the same subject. So the subject that we have here is going to be transported to the end. Listo, easy, right? Then the same tense. The auxiliary or the verb that I have here, it's going to be also transported after the comma. So we have the first sentence is subject, verb, and complement, and then we immediately include a comma. After that comma, it's going to be included the tag question, right? Here we have the verb or the auxiliary, depending. And then, since this sentence is affirmative, remember that it's the opposite form, it's going to be negative, but the subject has to be the same. You did it here. So we said, earning good money is too hard. So we have earning good money, it's an action. So we said eat, perfecto, eat, right? Yeah, then you use the same verb, yes, is. And then, since this one was affirmative, you use it negative. That's it, sencillo, no problem. But here, what happened here? So here we're gonna have a different one, right? Because here we have, it says, okay, we have the same subject at the same time. Auxiliary and verb, Here, the sentence is negative. The tag question is going to be affirmative, so nothing happens, right? So, and in that case, the complement is going to be still the same. But be careful, the auxiliary or the verb. In the first case, we use the verb to be because the verb to be doesn't have auxiliary. In the negative form is the same verb to be, right? But here, here we said Colombian women have some unfair conditions. Have is simple present, which in negative, what is the negative form of have in present simple?
It doesn't have.
Doesn't have if it's she, but in this case it's Colombian women
Don't have.
don't, sin el verbo, just don't and
They.
don't they, right? So careful in this case, we're going to have to use the auxiliary only the negative part. In here is because it's the same verb, it's not. The verb to be doesn't have auxiliary, but the verb to have, it does have an auxiliary. So in that case, the target question would be, don't they? Because we are talking about Colombian women. Claro, of course, since we are talking about here to 3 Colombian women, I have 3 Colombian women here in class, I can also ask, don't you? Because of course you are part of this group too. So in here we have the 2 options, don't they? Or don't you, right? Because I have here 3 Colombian women in the group, okay? Más o menos, more or
Yeah.
less. Listo, very good.
That was a tricky example.
And you are about to see the next one. The next one is even trickier. Look at this. Men in the word have fought many wars. A question?
Haven't they? No?
Muy
Yes?
bien, haven't they? ¿Por qué haven't they? In this case, have is the auxiliary, right? Here, have is not the verb. The verb is fought because this is present perfect. So, ahora sí, in this case, we're going to use haven't because it's the auxiliary, haven't, and then many in the word, haven't they, right? What about if I say, for example, no, let's say no with I. Let's say Santiago, no, más bien, Majo hasn't finished the activities of the level. That question, we're saying cierto or no? How do you say that in this case?
Has she?
Exactly. Here, present perfect, the auxiliaries have, in this case has, but it's negative, so it's going to be has, and the subject is the same. Has she? Okay, very good, right? What about if I say, wait, another example over here. Let me just go a little bit down over here. We do not have enough time. That question?
Do we?
Easy, yes. So negative form of the verb or depending the auxiliary, it's going to be with the same auxiliary in the affirmative way. Do we? Right? So we don't have enough time. Here they have doesn't have anything to do because it's the verb. Here it's because it's the auxiliary that it's going to be already. Sorry, not there. Here and here. It's the auxiliary. So that's why it goes directly into the tag question. But here, no, because it's the verb. Here, no, because it's the verb. Yes, in that case, I use the auxiliary. ¿Qué tal? Más o menos better, a little bit clearer.
Good.
Perfect, very good. What about if we include modal verbs? The modal verbs work as their own auxiliary, no? So for example, if I say, everyone should speak English. Everyone should speak English. What do you think?
Shouldn't should they?
If you want to include yourself, you can include yourself. You could say, shouldn't we? Because you are part of everyone. Or if not, you could say, shouldn't they? You know, so like this, the two options are all right because you are part of the group. So you can express yourself as an outsider or include yourself in the group. Both are right. Okay, Santi?
Okay.
Perfect. But yeah, pretty good. So in that case, pretty much it's with the same modal verb, which we do the tag question. Okay. Pedro, how do you feel? Tati, how do you feel? Good? Questions? No?
No, teacher, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay, very good. Excellent. Guys, what I want you to do now, right? Well, what we did before was talking about the different regrets, goals of the people for the future, and also some of the accomplishments for the past, right? Guys, you know who is everyone. Yeah, for example, the accomplishment is from Santiago that he graduated. Buy an apartment or buy an apartment is from Karina, right? Be a national TV is from Maria Jose, good. Raise her daughter is from Tatiana, good. They sing here, live in a farm is for Tatiana. Buy another house is for Santiago because he wants to buy many houses. Go to Australia, it's from Karina, right? Being famous TV star on Netflix, it's for Maria Jose, right? And Pedro, what was his regret? What was his goal? Establish his own business, no? Guys, I want you to think on an opinion, can be about the future goal or can be about the past achievement for someone, specifically for someone. For example, saying, let's use the one from Karina, go to Australia. Karina, traveling to Australia costs a lot of money, and create the tag question there. In that case, what would be the tag question? Karina, traveling to Australia costs a lot of money, doesn't it? And the person is going to answer to that opinion with yes or no. Careful, the answer of the tag question is using the same subject. For example, Colombian women have some unfair situations, don't they? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Maria Jose hasn't finished the activities, has she? No, she hasn't. Yes, she has, with the same auxiliary. Everyone should speak English, shouldn't they? Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't, right? We don't have enough time, do we? Yes, we do. No, we don't. So the answers of the questions are simply yes or no, but with the same auxiliary that we have there. Ready? So I'm going to give you just 1 minute. Think on the opinion for the person. Maybe you want to give your opinion about raising a child. Maybe you want to be your opinion about being an actress. Maybe about investing your money on housing, on real estate. Okay, think on your opinion and create a tag question with that opinion, okay?
But the question and the answer at the same time, like me to myself.
No, it's just for another person. Okay, for example, no say, if you want to ask to Santiago, for investing money in apartments, you should be very suspicious, shouldn't you? And Santiago is going to say, yes, I should, or no, I shouldn't, because it's his own goal or his own achievement. So he's going to answer with his opinion about it. Okay?
Okay, so I pick any one of them and I ask any one of the
Actually, you don't have to ask anybody anything, but you have to give an opinion about his goal or his achievement and make that question at the end. So if he agrees with you about that or not. But it's not a
Okay.
question, no? The question is simply if the person agrees with you or not. That's it.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, my opinion about my goal is that buying an apartment saves rent money.
Is that a question?
Doesn't it?
Well, yeah, very good. So buying an apartment saves money, doesn't it? Well, who are you asking to? Ah, but it's your own goal.
I had to choose another one.
But in that question, I mean, that's the same thing, but of course with another person. But of course, great. So buying an
Okay.
apartment saves paying rent, doesn't it? Yes, it does completely, but it includes the monthly fee, no? The monthly. Do you know what is the meaning of fee? Como cuota, you know, the monthly
Mhm.
fee for the credits, no? Okay, muy bien.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anybody else think on your opinions about it, about the goals of the other people or the accomplishments of the other people?
Me about Karina.
Mhm.
Karina, if you want to go to Australia, you should improve your English. Shouldn't you?
Yes, I should. I'm working on it. Thank you.
Very good, excellent. Actually, muy bien. That both excellent jobs, you know, like I'm working on it, but you're in a
It's
great
not that your
profession.
English is not okay, it's just for the example.
No
Your English
worries.
is really good for going to Australia.
No, no worries, no worries. We're
Good.
just doing the guidelines. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
Yes.
say it. But
Okay.
now
excellent
that you
job.
asked me, I'm gonna practice with you. I
Okay.
think that being on national TV can be stressful. Yeah. Being... Give me a
Okay.
minute. Let me think.
Think on the only in the last sentence.
Can be stressful. Cannot it?
Yeah, but easily for pronouncing can it. That's it.
Oh, it sounds weird.
Sounds weird, but you know, you are the person who created the question for can. It's just
I
can it.
just gave the opinion and I forgot to think about the tag question,
Oh, but
but
that's
it sounded weird.
yeah, but it is more difficult to pronounce it. Cannot it? Like it's longer, no? Just not can
Uh-huh.
it? Can it? That's it.
Can't it? Okay.
Hmm?
Yes, it can.
Exactly, my God, that's horrible, no? Okay, no, not horrible, but it's very stressful, I suppose. Okay, muy bien. Tati, you are going to express your opinion about somebody else's?
No, I did wrong my exercise because I make a sentence with my own about my own. Sorry, but you can ask opinion about your own goals, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it is. Yes, it's possible. Yes.
Can't it? Most people prefer living both in big cities, don't they?
Who wants to answer? The question was great. I think that yes, they do, but I don't know. Maybe they agree with you. Maybe they don't agree with you. No say. I agree with you. Yes, I think yes, they do. Most people prefer to live in big cities. Good. That's it. Well, pero
Tatiana, if you want to live in a farm in Boyacá, you should love the nature, shouldn't you?
Yes, I should. Oh, yeah. Yes, I should. No,
in that
yeah.
case, not so much because well, he's making a supposition about you. You should love the nature. What you're answering, it's certain. So you said yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Exactly, because of course you said yes, it is true. So in that case, it's not with should, but with the auxiliary of the simple present, yes, I do. Muy bien. Thank you, Tati. Thank you, Pedro. Very good. Santi, what about you, bro?
I have opinion from Tatiana. You should learn how a farm works before buy it, shouldn't you?
Yes, I should. But yes, I don't know anything about farm. I don't know anything about
Only about the
house.
soil, only about the
Yes.
ground.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Of course, she's a geologist, so she must know everything about the soil. Soil is like, suelo, no? Like the ground. That's it. Okay, very good. Excellent, guys. So, well, in this case, that's the idea. That's the idea of the questions. That, it's permits me to give my opinion and say, yeah, do you think the same than me or not? Yeah, yeah. Can we agree on this one or not? That's the one, right? And for the other hand, you hear that's how we describe the things that we want for our future perfect, in these two different ways, and the things that we fulfilled in the past, be able to manage to, and present perfect or simple past, depending on my intention, if it's something that is finished or not, right? What do you think, guys? Easy, difficulties, questions, problems, anything?
I have a question
Mhm.
regarding the one I said can be stressful. If I say maybe stressful, what would be the tag question?
It's like main but I mean, according to the rule. But actually, when you use any kind of modal verb plus verb
Mhm.
to be, the tag question is like, isn't it?
Okay, so
Isn't
modal verb with verb to be,
in
the
the
tag
use.
will be.
But
Okay.
Kari, in the use, because in the rule,
Uh-huh.
you have to respect the modal verb. But in the use, of course, it's so difficult to pronounce it that they say, isn't it? Yeah. And the
Mhm.
person is going to say, yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it might be. Yes, it could be, depending. But it's because of the like difficulty on the pronunciation. So that's why they change it to isn't it? And that's it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
Also, sometimes we have even ain't it, which it sounds like in it. It's like, no, yeah, it's a more casual option for using instead of isn't it. I can say just in it. That's it. So they try to shorten it as much as they can. Okay. Listo, perfect, guys. Bueno, my dear people, so last class, if you have any difficulty with the platform or anything this week, I'm going to be super attentive because the idea is that you can like start the next week. This Saturday already be on the next level, so you can program the classes of the next week. Of course, if you enter the Sunday or Monday that it's holiday, it's going to be fine. Just try to do it before Sunday so you can program the classes the next week, okay? The classes are going to be, wait a second, I show you. Wait. Over here. So for you to know when it's gonna be the classes. Come on, teacher, hurry up. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, there. Next week. Next week is gonna be Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay, those are going to be our two classes of the next week. Ready? So for you to take into account, to please, if you have difficulties or something, let me know before the Tuesday at 8 p.m. so you can enter and program your classes, okay? Guys, algunos ya creen que ya superó el 90%, es que tengo que solucionar una duda aquí con coordinación, pero algunos ya, digamos, superó el 90% de las actividades y no se le ha abierto el curso siguiente.
Teacher, pues yo ya superé el 90, pero no he revisado si se me abrió.
Aunque, Santi, ¿me puedes regalar, por favor, rápidamente, espera, tu documento?
Claro, te lo dicto.
Sí, regálame un segundito, entramos aquí, ya. Para saber, porque tengo un mini dilema ahí con coordinación. Dime. Dime el número.
1014
Ujú,
301
ujú.
097.
That sounds like a telephone number, man. Good.
Fue en el 91.
Okay, good. Listo. Ah, no, look. It's not open. Ok, listo, good. Entonces ya deberían tener abierto, entonces voy a hablar con coordinación porque parece que solo no han activado el siguiente nivel. Entonces, no problem. ¿Listo? Ya vamos a hablar con coordinación para que ya les vayan abriendo el siguiente nivel, ¿vale? Listo, guys. Entonces, pues, bueno, eso sería todo por hoy. Thank you so much for everything. Nos vemos la otra semanita en clase. ¿Listo? Si tienen problemas, que profe, que no he
you.
terminado, me va a escribir, ¿vale? ¿Vale?
Thank you,
Okie
teacher.
dokie.
Vale,
Thank you.
thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Bye.
See you. Goodbye.
Thanks, teacher.
Bye bye, Pedro. See you later, bro.